So I cried from watching Tina Turner's clip with Ike Turner. She got to run away from him from the hotel where he bloodied her up. She was able to run away for safety. And that's what I needed. 2016 to 2021. I had nowhere to go. Horrifying, unspeakable things happen. And with my horrifying husband and with horrifying pretend-a-lot narcissist, I had nowhere to go for 4 months. Nowhere to go. And he was my worst abuser. Pretend-a-lot narcissist for the 4 months. And he's so delusional about our death relationship. When I first met him, it was 1999. Okay. I met late Theodore Carl Sandlin, who was a much better friend. Now, you know what I mean? He acted like a little spoiled brat. I did everything for him. I'm feeling an ugly old man. Yeah. But he kicked me out of his place because he could. I mean, just a little temper tantrum, but I mean, much better than I at least had, like, friendship. I never ever had a friendship with Pretend-a-lot narcissist at all. And he's that delusional. When I first met him, 1999 to 2003, I naturally couldn't stand him. He always put me down. He constantly insulted me. That I was never ever harmed. But I didn't really pick up on it. It was like, okay, this is a real weirdo. Oh, he's just okay, he was abused to death. That's why he's so weird. Okay. Yeah, man, that was my thought back then. 1999, 2003. And I never saw him again. Because I couldn't stand him, naturally. And, yeah, I just saw him bits and pieces, like, here and there. Like, I had so many problems in my life. But he thrives. Demons thrive on hate, but demons thrive on seeing their victims being tortured. And then what Tina said about Ike Turner when he died, she said he's sick. But she learned to forgive him because you have to let that go. There is no forgiveness at all with sick people like Ike Turner. And I put my dead husband and most definitely my worst abuser, Pretend-a-lot narcissist, in that category. I mean, he's that delusional that he acted like we were ever friends when we were not. And how delusional is he said, he one time sweet talked, he was paying $60 for my phone. So what? He paid $4,000 for his purple alien god. What the hell is $60 a month? But he painstakingly made such a big deal about it with me. I'm paying for your phone. Well, you paid $4,000 plus he didn't have $4,000 in the bank. So guess what happened? Late fees. So he gives purple alien god $5,000, but me. I had to go through the ringer for $60 a month. $60 a month. So it went down to $25. But the woman he was talking on the phone about the Metro phone. Okay, the woman he was talking to, she thought that we had the best relationship in the whole wide world. He sweet talked her like, oh my God. And like, how delusional is Pretend-a-lot narcissist? I mean, I met him in 1999. He's such a weirdo. So nuts with my kids, taking us to Friendlies, not bothering to get us a friendly meal. Didn't even ask. But he's delusional. What? You just want to make fun of me and say that I didn't ask you for no. You didn't give a shit about me and my kids. Gave them raw pizza to eat more than one time. Your pizza is like the worst pizza in the world. Disgusting. And the only thing that he did possibly tried to do good was make pizza. Okay? So when a victim is with their abuser, I was like trying my best to put up with my worst abuser like I did with all of them, right? Tried my best. He made Christmas pizza. I made a big deal about it. The second time he made it, he didn't even eat it. So he's just in such denial of how much of a total asshole creep he really is. Like Ike Turner, or Joe Jackson. I mean, these people are unspeakable. I mean, just in all reality. I can't say one good thing about Ike Turner. I can't say one good thing about Joe Jackson. I can't say one good thing about Pretend I'm Not Narcissist. I'm real. They're not. They're fake as hell. Well, maybe Ike Turner might have done some stranger a nice thing, but he almost killed Tina Turner, so that was evil. And what did Pretend I'm Not Narcissist and my husband almost do to me? I mean, emotionally. No delusional insane fuck says that I was never harmed and just make up, both my dead husband and Pretend I'm Not Narcissist were totally insane. And Tina Turner said it very well. Sick. Her husband died at 76. My husband's sick, but she forgave him to let it go. A victim can never, ever forgive their abuser. Now, she had a great relationship with a nice guy from Switzerland. Beautiful relationship for 30 years. Like, wow. Even gave up his kidney for her. Pretend I'm Not Narcissist is completely in denial. And, I even forgot, I didn't piece together our beginnings. Well, I couldn't stand him. He's such a weirdo, so strange, and always had to put up with all his shit. I mean, such negativity. Hated everybody. And in 2010, I was homeless. So I saw him, 6 nurses quit on him, and 2 for sexual harassment. And he's in total denial of everything. There's like, wow, you know me. And why did 6 quit on him? Because he's just that horrifying. That much of Ike Turner. Sick person to deal with. They quit. Yeah, that's the only... They couldn't stand him. Just that disgusting. And he can't face the facts. Yeah, I'm like Ike Turner. I'm a sick, insane person. No, not at all. I mean, and I look at the majority of the world as Pretend I'm Not Narcissist, since, he was my worst abuser, and he, the master manipulation of erasing my life. And he can't accept the truth. He's he has a million demons as far as I'm concerned, towards me. And, I didn't have any scars on my face, but yeah, he should have just beat me the hell up. And he did throw me to the ground twice, and the one was when I was sober. Major fight. He's such a liar. I'm saying I raped my son. He's the only one who's ever said that. And I was going to jump off the bridge because my son was raped. Okay. But God had me stop me from jumping off the bridge because my son died. Arthur Hesnut the Fourth. I named him stuff. Late Arthur Hesnut the Third, who died in January 5th, 2015. Arthur Hesnut the Fourth died somewhere around 2000. And no, it was 19. So yeah, my life is that much hell, and pretend a lot narcissists never ever cared about me. Absolutely not. And I will say that about Ike Turner to Tina Turner, who recently passed away, and I'd like to see her documentary. I always wanted to see other people's documentaries. Like I wanted to read Philip McKenzie's book. Sinead O'Connor would be, I saw a little bit of her story on Dr. Phil. And so I wanted to read Philip McKenzie's book and Marilyn Manson's book, Severe Abuse. And I didn't know Sinead O'Connor, Severe Abuse. And because I can relate. But you know what? Pretend a lot narcissists can't relate to them at all. Because he's totally delusional. He loves his abuser. Which would be where he can, who took care of him. I'm not going to say who, but who took care of him. I miss my family. The person made me want to die. How can you miss someone who made you want to die? It's impossible. But he's that delusional. He's that insane. Late Theodore Carl Sutherland was not that insane. The people who made him want to die, he wanted to be far, far away from him as possible. So, but I can't deal with a total liar, like, pretend a lot narcissist, but I mean, people don't understand. I was a victim my whole life, but, 2021, I'm free, but I'm in a horrifying, shelter. He really, really wronged me. Totally, Lancaster always wronged me, and I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a victim. So I should be helped out. Victims should be helped out. And when was I ever helped out? Yeah, and pretend a lot narcissist really, really made me want to die. So he should answer to that. And he doesn't care. He's not sorry. In fact, he cried on the phone. Those tears meant nothing to me. That's the first time I ever heard him cry. I don't give a shit. Because he never gave a shit about me. I cried in his apartment in 2019. Did he give a fuck? Did he care at all about me? Did he, a big fucking bowl of ice cream with honey. What the fuck's that? Get your hell away from me. Piece of shit. Scumbag of the earth. Awful. 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 I'm learning not to put my middle finger up because late Susan Chappelle was that awesome of a person that would have offended her. And, but all the white trash in my life, like my dead husband and pretend a lot narcissist, it doesn't matter, me putting up my middle finger up 24/7 because, I'm around the worst white trash in the whole wide world. You really can't get much worse than, Ike Turner, Jackson, my dead husband, and pretend a lot narcissist. Just put your middle finger up 24/7. It doesn't matter. You're around death. Doesn't matter what the fuck you you do with your finger. But there was one lady that I met, that was one in a million ladies, late Susan Chappelle. And I could never ever put my middle finger up around her. And I'm a much better person than pretend a lot narcissist. He's unspeakable white trash. Just unspeakable. That's a really good word to use. A sick, unspeakable entity. It's just disgusting. I mean, and there's not one good thing that I can say about it. Ike Turner should be called It, along with Joe Jackson. Just use a couple people that are really, really bad people. To communicate. I think I communicate very well. Like, if somebody makes you want to die, then they're evil. But they can't remember one bad thing that they did to you. Like, I wasn't allowed to open up the refrigerator, or I got attacked. I remember one time. Like, it was all the time. That never, ever, ever happened. Make your liar. No. All the demons in him. He's a liar. And I was his favorite victim of all time. He likes to rape children, so he kept on turning that on me, starting it in 2019. My God, that's why he's one of my worst abusers. Like, I would never want that to happen to my kids. So he put that on me. He created hell into my life, and he can't even accept that. He can't accept the truth. He can't accept that he made me want to die. You don't tell a traumatized person that never ever wanted their kid to be harmed that shit and just keep on attacking them. Yeah, Ray Alex. Yeah, Ray Alex. Yeah, Ray Alex. When are you gonna repay right now? You Ray Alex. You Ray Alex. And just constant. Because that's how many demons he has. A legion of demons. He's sick. It's really, really good. I mean, not to say anything more about a person. They're sick. Mentally. To make another person want to die, they're sick.